Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to be diving into some really powerful ideas from Olivia Jonah's book, At His Feet. You know, we're always told to aim high, to rise up, to climb the ladder, but what if real, true power is found in the complete opposite direction? Let's get into it.
So let's just start with the big question this book tackles head-on. In a culture that is constantly screaming at us to hustle more, to be more visible, to keep climbing, where do we find genuine strength? Where is real authority?
And here's the twist, right? The book's whole argument is that true power isn't found by grabbing for the next rung on the ladder. It's actually found in a posture of surrender, right there, at his feet.
Okay, so let's explore this idea of a forgotten posture. I mean, think about it. We live in a world that celebrates independence and self-promotion. So the very idea of lowering ourselves feels completely backwards, but it is absolutely central to this message.
And this right here is the paradox at the very heart of it all. This quote from the book just flips our modern script on success completely upside down. It suggests that in the spiritual reality of God's kingdom, the very thing the world sees as weakness is actually the starting point for a major breakthrough. So this sounds good in theory, but what does it actually look like in real life? While the book walks us through two incredible stories from Scripture where this exact posture of being at the feet literally changed everything. First up, we've got the story of Ruth. And listen to this bold, just faith-filled instruction that her mother-in-law Naomi gives her. The book points out this was so much more than just a cultural custom. It was a deep spiritual act of trust. And when you break it down, what Ruth did was just, wow, this wasn't her being passive at all. By placing herself at Boaz's feet, she was actively choosing to trust him over her own plans. She was positioning herself for redemption, choosing total surrender over her own strategy. It's a powerful move that basically says, I trust you to do for me what I could never do for myself. And then we have Mary of Bethany. Just picture the scene. The room is bustling with activity, there's all this pressure of serving guests, and Mary makes this radical choice. She stops, she sits, and she just listens. And you really have to understand just how revolutionary this was. At a time when women weren't typically considered disciples, she took that position for herself. She prioritized being in Jesus' presence over the pressure to perform, and it was a choice that Jesus himself praised as the one thing that was truly needed. Now, these stories aren't just fascinating accounts of things that happened a long time ago. They're pointing to a timeless principle. This posture, it's not really about a physical position, it's about an internal one. It's an attitude of the heart. And this definition from the book just makes it so clear. Being at his feet is a mindset. It's a daily choice of humility, honor, and readiness. It's a way of life where we intentionally place ourselves under his authority, ready to listen and ready to obey. And when you put the two side by side, the difference is just night and day, isn't it? On one side, you have the world's way, constant striving, pushing yourself forward, trying to control every little outcome. But the kingdom posture, it's the complete opposite. It's all about surrender, humility, and trusting that he has the master strategy. All right, so how on earth do we actually apply this in our own crazy, fast-paced lives? Well, the book zeroes in on an experience we all go through, and one that's often really difficult: waiting. Now, this right here, this is a total game changer. The book argues that waiting isn't some kind of punishment or a sign that we've been forgotten. No, instead, it's a divine protocol. It's a key part of how the kingdom operates, a necessary process for developing real depth and character in us. Wow. Just let that sink in for a second. Our most transformative moments, they don't usually happen in a flurry of activity or during the big breakthroughs. They happen in the quiet, sometimes painful, seasons of stillness. That's where the real refining work gets done. And to make this super practical, the book offers this fantastic acronym, WAIT. It's a call to active waiting. Don't just sit there and endure it. Worship through it. Align yourself with his voice every single day. Invest in your spiritual readiness. That's the oil. And finally, trust his perfect timing. And that just brings it all home, doesn't it? Real strength in the kingdom isn't about speed or how fast you're moving up. It's about endurance. It's about the faithfulness we build in the quiet moments when nobody else is watching. So as we wrap this up, it all comes back to us. The book leaves us with this one last really challenging question. Think about it for yourself. What are you holding on to so tightly? What crown, maybe it's an achievement or part of your identity or your deep desire for control, is God inviting you to lay down at his feet? Because in that surrender, right there, that's where true transformation begins.
At the feet of grace, we give it all. Mary knelt where